Yeah. Yep. Got a fun film for you tonight. Now, when I first went out and started looking up material on this film, a lot of people were really down on this thing. And I don't know why. This is a very fun movie. Unknown World, 1951. Now, maybe it's because of the subject matter. I'm a sucker for films that deal with people going into the middle of the earth. Yeah, Journey to the Center of the Earth is one of my favorite films. And this film deals with this doctor, this scientist, this Dr. Morley guy, who's, he's worried. He's worried about the plight of mankind. Largely because of the nuclear situation that the Earth is stumbling into. He thinks that chain reactions, he's got that early theory about when you drop nuclear bombs, a chain reaction might occur and we destroy the Earth. And he is trying, in his efforts, to find a sort of a haven on Earth away from sort of this nuclear holocaust situation. Sort of like a very deep version of a bomb shelter. And their notion, which is kind of interesting, is that if you go into the middle of the Earth, go deep enough, and they're going to follow these channels down through these sort of volcanoes that are supposedly dormant, that they are going to find sort of this center of the Earth, this pocket in the middle of the Earth that is actually cooler than the surface. Now, of course, that runs counter to a lot of notions of geology, right? Forget what this molten core and things like that. But at the same time, they have this belief. And he gets around him this crew of scientists. Now, what I like about the 50s science fiction films is this team ethic. You draw together all these experts. You got, the chemist, you got the physicist, you got the machinist, and you even get sort of like a hero guy. And you even get a millionaire guy who's going to be the guy who finances it if he can go along with the ride. And they build this thing called a cyclotron, which is this great big drill device, which is kind of cool. If you look at the drill part on the front end of the ship, it's smaller than the ship itself. So I'm wondering how the heck it drills a hole big enough for the ship to go through. Go figure. Okay? But they follow a lot of channels and things that are already pre-existing, so they don't need it all the time. So they drill down to the center of the Earth, and they find this massive cavern on the inside. It seems like things are going really cool inside there. When you get into the center of the Earth, one thing that's you're kind of expecting to find is they're going to find a bunch of dinosaurs and things. It's to me, if, you got this hole in the middle of the Earth, what are you supposed to have naturally? Dinosaurs in the middle, right? Well, there aren't no dinosaurs in the middle of this. It's just sort of this big ocean-type place in the middle, and that's pretty cool. The man who wrote this film, by the name of Millard Kaufman, he wrote a really fun film called Bad Day at Black Rock. You might know that film. Okay, it has nothing to do with this kind of genre, but he has written some quality stuff. Terry Morse, who directed this film, Fog Island, also the man who wrote the scenes and directed the scenes for Godzilla, King of the Monsters, coming up down the pike. Okay, within just about 3 or 4 years, he's going to be doing that. Likewise, the producers of this film, Lippert, Block, and Rabin, are sort of known for some very interesting films. Cat Women on the Moon, Alligator People, Curse of the Fly, Quartermass Experiment, a whole bunch of films that are very much a part of the genre in which we love and hold and cherish of our own. The film starts off very neatly. It starts off with this long documentary about the plans to build this cyclotron and trying to win over the world in sort of response to this plan that he has. Likewise, as you watch this, listen to the great philosophical discussions that they have about the place of man in relationship to nature. Should he be alone? Is he a man who is formed by nature? Is he a man that sort of takes nature into hand and forces it to do his will? Likewise, what's neat about this, it's got this cyclotron, which is this long kind of like spaceship type of thing. They're sort of like terranauts, right? Going in, their breakfast of champions are these little pellets, sort of like the early astronaut food. They eat pills as their sustenance. The claustrophobia of being underground and being inside of this ship forces pressures on these people, and they have all of these great philosophical discussions. One thing that I learned out of this is that smart people don't talk much unless they have something to say. Well, I guess I'm not too smart because I'm talking all the time. But I really do think that there is a kernel of truth in there, the idea that smart people don't have much to say unless they have to say it. Well, Unknown World, one of those great going into the middle of the earth films. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I really had a heck of a fun time dealing with it. It's sort of one of those man has to take care of himself in case there's some kind of nuclear holocaust thing. What are you going to do? You can go to space, as some people do, or you can go to the center of the earth. Well, have fun with this film. I sure did. Roll 'em, Smokey.